Hello, this is G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II! Let's continue gathering information at Mysidia. But before we do that, let's go buy some items here, because we're going to have some nasty status ailments to deal with. Namely, the Amnesia status, which is the permanent form of the Silence status. So I'm going to buy a couple of these for Guy in the event that he gets afflicted with amnesia and can't cure it with the Asuna spell. And I also want to get a couple gold needles as well. Just like every other Final Fantasy game, they cure the stone or petrify status there. And unfortunately, I don't have my Asuna spell up to level 6 yet, so I can't cure the status with Asuna. So I'm going to give the Mallets there, or give one of them to Guy, give another one to Maria just in case, although I would prefer to use Asuna to cure amnesia if and when that happens. Unfortunately, the gold needles are useless in battle because you would only be able to use them on yourself, but if you're petrified, you can't use items anyway. So, yeah, it's kind of pointless. But let's see. Oh, okay. So, how do we get in there? You're not going to tell us, are you? Oh, really? Well, maybe we should check that one out. What is the crystal rod anyway? Well, let's go down here first and check out the goddess statue. Does it restore all of our HP and MP? No, that's another game, viewers. But yeah, so there it is, but we can't do anything with that right now, so don't worry about it. I wonder what that thing's for, anyway. Well, maybe these guys can tell me about it. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is how you're supposed to know, hey, go to that tropical island cave that I went way earlier in the game. Well, maybe not way earlier, but much earlier in the game. If you wait until now to go over there, when the plot tells you to, all of my spells would be too high level to get any experience out of it, or my weapons, or anything. Except for, like, Barrier and Holy, but yeah, I'd rather go there earlier and kind of smooth out the difficulty curve there. So, if you're looking for when I did that, that was way earlier in the LP. Oh, okay, I know about the 2 masks, and okay, so the cave this guy's talking about is to the east there. The Messinian Cave. That's where you get the crystal rod. So we'll have to go there eventually, but I do want to head back to Fynn first to go through the basement area there. I think some NPCs were talking about the libraries here at Mysidia, and if you give them, well, certain keywords, they'll have some little background or lore for you on that. I guess they're talking about like the early mithril equipment having like some actual magic defense on them compared to previous tiers of equipment there. Oh, you guys know all about that, huh? Wow, you guys were really predicting the future of the series there on that one. Is that like a Frozen Flame? No, that's another game, viewers. Wouldn't that be kind of pointless to have a lock that's indestructible? I mean, you wouldn't be able to use whatever you're locking up. But let's see. Okay. The locks were broken? Or the keys? Okay, I guess they're talking about the first 2 keys they tried. But, okay. Yeah, so that's how that thing got there. Yeah, just nice little background there, although evidently they found another way to open the lock with their voice. But alright, yeah, I was kind of there. Man, that's a long time. Well, thanks for founding the kingdom and then promptly getting wiped out. Eradicated. Well, yeah, of course they're smaller than dragons. Whoa! That seems like an oddly specific number there, game. So why didn't they try to take over the world like a normal person? I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is why we gotta get the white mask, and that's what the goddess statue there is for. So we gotta go back to Fynn to get the other mask there. And let's see, the doppelganger that they're talking about is in the Messinian Cave. You need the black mask in order to deal with that guy, too. Ah, I would have thought you would have had something to say about the magic words or something, but, Pandemonium, huh? Well, yeah, that is what happens when you open up the gates to hell. The ultimate magic spell. I hope it still works. Okay, so yeah, so what we gotta do, we gotta get the black mask, the white mask, so we can get the crystal rod, so we can get, or break the seal on the tower there, so that we can get that ultimate magic and, well, do something with it. Deal with the Empire, Emperor, whatever's going on. But alright, yeah, I just wanted to come here first, so that I could get the spells and start working on them before going through the Fynn castle basement there. And there's a lot of new enemies around Mysidia. And these were not some of those new enemies. Hey, alright, agility, nice. But yeah, that was just some bighorns and, what was that, flying ray or something. But, alright, how are you doing there? Getting there, getting there. I would like to get him up to 53 agility with my current weapon levels there. That would allow him to equip the giant helm without a significant, what is it? Impairment on his evasion, or penalty, that is. Alright, here we got a new enemy, Werewolves! These guys are, well, considered werebeasts, not magic beasts. But that's okay. Let's see. Okay, so here... yeah, why don't we just go with Scourge? They don't have an elemental weakness. I'm thinking if I want to cast Shell, or if I want to focus on my other spells. I think I'll just go with my other spells. They can envenom you with their physical attacks. So I might cast Shell against them if I were not working or busy with other things. But yeah, you see there how the barrier spell gave Furion ice resistance, or at least that's what it said it did. That's actually not accurate. Barrier, due to a bug, never actually gives you ice resistance. It gives you protection from the other elements. But you see there how it said ice resistance? That's just one layer of the spell that actually went through. So, yeah, let's actually cure this. So, since I know only one layer went through, I know that he has matter resistance, and it'll tell you every single layer of the spell that goes through. So, you can know what elements you're protected against just by that. Not by what it actually says, but it'll tell you at least what you've got there. I'm wondering if I want Guide to attack instead of curing Furion. Yeah, I think I'm going to have him attack just to get some weapon experience, because these guys are rank 5, and not every battle I'm going to be in is rank 5. But I'm not leveling up his weapons for, like, damage. I've got the Holy Spell now. That will be, guys, pretty much only source of significant damage. But as far as leveling up the weapons go, yeah, I only care about doing that to boost his evasion so that he can act before enemies do and get buffs before they... or get buffs on my party before I get annihilated there. But Barrier is a higher priority than Holy is for now. By the way, that first layer of the... ooh, MP, nice. But yeah, the first layer of the Barrier spell gives you resistance to matter elemental spells. So that would be things like Petrification, or Break, or various other forms of instant death other than death itself. So, the nice thing about Barrier is that it gives you full immunity to the elements that it'll protect you against, compared to Shell, which can sometimes be hit or miss. Yeah, Barrier is particularly useful against very high-level spells, like a level 16 Muddle spell, or Charm, or whatever it's called in this translation. I mean, Shell is good, but it's not that good. It's not going to protect you against something that obscenely high-leveled against you. Shell is really useful against non-elemental things, like physical attacks that inflict status ailments, or just a non-elemental skill like, what is that? Mind Blast. That one's really nasty. So Barrier doesn't work on non-elemental things. But alright, we made it back all in one piece. Mostly. That was a battle against a whole bunch of ghosts. Holy cow, those guys deal a lot of damage because it's based on a percentage of your HP with their draining physical attacks. Okay, how are we looking here? We're looking good, got plenty of money. But yeah, we do want to rest up because, well, we've got a fairly long dungeon to go through to get the mask we want eventually after. Okay, we can fight these guys too. Why not? Let's see. Whatever. I'm not going to get experience. Well, I can get experience for my other spells. Yeah, why don't we go with Holy against them? Usually I would put Barrier as a higher priority to level up there so I can get more elements out of it. Hey, alright. Spirit and agility there. But alright, let's see. How are you doing? Pretty good on the evasion there. Actually, I'm kind of surprised it's that high. But yeah, Guy, he still has some work to do. I would like to get his knives up to level 7 by the time I'm done with this dungeon, if I can. Because the enemies are going to get... They're only going to get tougher on the way where we're going. But alright, so yeah, in order to get to the basement, if you recall what Phil was saying there, we got to use the magic keyword on that spot in the audience chamber. I always just think of this as a throne room, but I suppose that's where a ruler would have their audience with their subjects. Oh, I've already done it before, but, oh. Okay, well, if you haven't done this already, you just press A on the wall and then use the... I don't know how to pronounce the magic words there, but you use that there to get through, but I've already done it. But this time, let's see, instead of going out there, we continue down into the Fynn basement. What do they keep down here anyway? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy II! This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!